I usually never do very deep metaphysical videos, but in this one I would like to talk about how the world and God, you and me, animals and plants, and everything else, every other possible relationship you can think of like that, is not so much separate. We aren't very much separate at all. This theory is called non-duality, which means not two, or you can say oneness. Oneness says that, between an animal and a person, there really isn't much of a fine line. I mean, yeah, they're in that body, that's for sure. You are in your body. But why are they in that body and you in this body? We all get to affect each other. In order for somebody to be hurt, somebody must hurt that person first, so the victim either way got hurt. And if you put two and two together, you realize that it all comes back to self. Self is all there is. In other words, you are the world. There is not a difference between God and the world. If we all treat each other as what we really are, which is one being expressing itself in various different forms, like a bacteria or a plant or a bee, an insect, and then you got humans, you take evolution into account, you realize that the message of the scriptures was always that God is one and we are the world. I mean, why do you get to be in a human body and some animal doesn't? Isn't that not right? Isn't that not fair? If there's an offender and a victim, it's still the self. That's what makes it okay, is that in the point of view of divinity, it's all still the self. There is even this concept that there is like one soul. I don't know what it was called Kabbalistically. I think it was Adam Kadmon or Adam Harishon. I'm not sure which one it is, but one of them says that it was one soul. Also, you can say is God, and it broke off into many pieces, so to speak. And now each one of us has one of those shards that add up together to make the soul. But really what it is, in my opinion, you can even take it even more literally, in that there is one body of spiritual energy, and everything that exists comes up and takes a section of that soul to call it itself. But really, we all have our own identity in God, in the world, and the only thing that divinity identifies it is as itself, which is the soul, which is itself. I mean, right now you are in the world and the world is within you. Wherever you can go, the world is in you because you're able to experience it, and you are in the world as a part of it. That's what it means to be God, that there is not a observer and observed, it's all the self. That's really the message of non-duality, and I'm starting to kind of believe this. I think about reincarnation and stuff. I said, why does, I was watching a music video with a tiger in it, and somebody said, and I thought to myself, why is there a tiger that has to be a tiger and I can be a human? What if the tiger wanted to be the human? It's because in the point of divinity, we're all the same being, just expressing itself in different forms.